Hello, welcome back to our ASCP study series. Today we have some questions that cover some of the most fundamental concepts in hematology. As most blood cell lines mature, which of the following is characteristic? A. Cell diameter increases. B. Nucleus to cytoplasm ratio decreases. C. Nuclear chromatin becomes less condensed. D. Basophilia of the cytoplasm increases. The answer is B. Nucleus to cytoplasm ratio decrease. Think of an immature cell or blood cell. It is a large with huge nucleus and very little cytoplasm. As it matures, the cell generally gets smaller, the nucleus shrinks, and the cytoplasm takes a small the cell's volume. Therefore, the ratio of the nucleus to the cytoplasm gets smaller. Next question. Which of the following describe thrombopoietin TPO? The answer is C. Hormone produced by the liver that stimulates megakaryopoiesis. Thrombopoietin or TPO is the primary regulator of platelet production. It is produced mainly by the liver and it acts on the bone marrow to stimulate the growth and maturation of megakaryocytes, which are the cells that produce platelets. Option A describe erythropoietin EPO, which is made by the kidney and stimulate red blood cell production. This is the common point of confusion, so remember TPO for platelet and EPO for red cell production. When the hepatic phase of fetal life is reactivated in the adult, hemopoiesis can be 10. A. Myeloid or medullary. B. Myeloid metaplasia or extramedullary. C. Myelophysis and myelodysplasia. D. Mesoblastic and mesenchymal. The answer is B. Myeloid metaplasia or extramedullary. This is a vocabulary question. Normal hematopoiesis, blood cell production in the adult occurs in the bone marrow, which is medullary. When the bone marrow fills, the body can try to make blood cells in other places, just like it did in the fetus, primarily the liver and spleen. Blood cell production occurring outside the bone marrow is called extramedullary hematopoiesis. A synonym for this process is myeloid metaplasia. An easy one, but you must know it. What is the average lifespan of the normal red blood cells? D. 120 cells. This is a fundamental fact in hematology. Normal red blood cells circulate for about 120 days or 4 months before they become old and are removed by the spleen. This is a number you just have to memorize. The sodium-potassium cation pump is an important mechanism in keeping the red blood cells intact. Its function is to maintain a high level of B. Intracellular potassium. The sodium-potassium pump is crucial for most cells. It actively pumps sodium out of the cell and potassium into the cell. This action maintains a high concentration of potassium inside the cell and a high concentration of sodium outside the cell. The question asks what the pump maintains a high level of intracellularly and that is potassium. Which of the following depicts the structure of hemoglobin molecules? The answer is D. 4 heme groups, 4 globin chains. A normal adult hemoglobin molecules is a tetramer. This means it's made of 4 components. It has 4 globin chains. specifically FR, 2 FR chain and 2 beta chains. Each of these 4 globin chains hold one heme group, which contains the ion that binds oxygen. So, the complete molecule has 4 chains and 4 heme groups. Which of the following describe the process known as culling? Answer is G. Removal of abnormal red cells by the spleen. The spleen has 2 main functions of for red cells, culling and pitting. We've talked about pitting before, which is when the spleen planks an inclusion out of an RBC. Culling is the complete removal of an old or abnormal red cell from circulation. This is the primary function of the macrophages in the spleen. Hemoglobin forms that are incapable of oxygen transport include. The correct answer is C. Carboxyhemoglobin and methemoglobin. Oxyhemoglobin bound to oxygen and deoxyhemoglobin not bound to oxygen are the two normal functional forms. The dysfunctional forms are carboxyhemoglobin, that is hemoglobin that is irreversible bound to carbon monoxide. It cannot bind oxygen. Methemoglobin, the ion in the heme group is in the oxidized ferrin Fe3 plus state instead of the normal ferrous Fe2 plus state. Fe3 plus ion cannot bind oxygen. Therefore, both carboxyhemoglobin and methemoglobin are incapable of oxygen transport. Next question. The majority of iron found in an attack is a constituent of C. Hemoglobin. Why iron is stored as ferritin and is found in myoglobin in muscles? The vast majority of the very functional iron, about 70%, is located within the hemoglobin molecules of our circulating red blood cells. Let's wait for today's question. What red cell morphologic abnormality is described by term poikilocytosis? The answer is B. Deviations from normal shape. Poikilocytosis refers to variation in red blood cell shape. Examples include sickle cells, spirocytes, elliptocytes, and target cells. Anisocytosis refers to variation in red cell size. Examples include microcytes and macrocytes. It's very common to see both anemia, which is reported as anisopoikilocytosis, but they are two distinct terms. I hope you learned something new. See you in the next video.